everyone, happy February, happy Super Bowl Sunday, happy birthday Harry Styles. You guys are doing well. Today I'm going to be doing my January wrap-up and my February TBR. I had a wonderful reading month in January. I read 7 books in the month of January, which is not too bad at all. I read some pretty awesome books in the month and I read some pretty decent sized books, so I'm pretty happy with what I've got right now, and I'm still on track for my reading goal of 2015, so I'm feeling good. The first book that I read in January was Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. This book is absolutely amazing. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, and I did a full book talk on this book, so I'll leave that linked down below. I don't really want to go into too much detail right now when I have a full book talk about it, so I'll link that below if you're interested. You can find out more information on this book, but I totally recommend it, 5 out of 5, and it's an adult fiction book if you were wondering, so yes, Me Before You. The next book that I read in January was Love, Rosie by Cecilia Ahern. I received this book back in December for like my birthday or Christmas or something, and so many of you guys told me I needed to read it, so I decided to, and I enjoyed it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. It was a little bit slow for me, to be completely honest, but I did enjoy the story overall. I thought it was really great, and I'm glad I read it. This book follows a girl named Rosie and her best friend Alex. It starts when they're very, very young, like 6 or 7 years old, and the book progresses all the way through their adulthood, and it's really awesome. It kind of has that When Harry Met Sally kind of vibe, and I love that movie. It's one of my all-time favorites, so yes, I really did enjoy it. It was just kind of slow at points, and it took me a while. It took me like a week or a week and a half to read this book, which is so abnormal for me. I can finish a book usually in 3 days, and this book took me a while, so that's why I kind of gave it the 3 out of 5 stars, but I really did like it, and I'm very excited to watch the movie, so yes, loved it. The next book I read I don't have a physical copy of, but that is Never Never by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. It's the first book in the Never series. Not sure how many books there's going to be overall, but it was the first one. The second one comes out in May, and I have a full book talk on this book, so if you're interested in more information about that, I'll leave the link down below so you can go watch that. The next book that I read in January was quite the hefty one, and that was After We Fell by Anna Todd, the third book in the After series. This book was a honkin' 800 pages, so it did kind of slow me down this month because I had to take a little bit of time to read this thing, but it was great. You know, I've read this series before online on Wattpad when it was a fan fiction, but now it is published, and yeah, I'm really enjoying rereading the story. I know a lot of you guys are fans of After, so it's pretty cool. The 4th book comes out this month, so I'm very excited about that, but yes, I gave this 5 out of 5 stars, I believe. And the last 3 books that I read in January were The Summer I Turned Pretty, It's Not Summer Without You, and We'll Always Have Summer, all by Jenny Han, the 3 books in the Pretty trilogy, or the Summer I Turned Pretty series, and I absolutely loved this series. All of the books got 4 out of 5 stars from me, and I will be having a book talk on this series up very, very soon on my channel. It's going to be like the next video I upload, so look out for that if you're interested. You guys recommended this series to me like crazy. So many people. I think it's been my most requested series slash book to read is The Summer I Turned Pretty, so I finally decided to pick it up, and I finished the series in 48 hours because I loved it so much. So yes, I will have the full review on this up very, very soon, so look out for that if you're interested. So those are all of the books that I read in January. I'm pretty satisfied with that amount, but now I'm going to get into the books that I'm going to be reading in February. I don't have very many books to show you because last month I know I said I was going to read some other books and I just didn't end up reading them yet, so I kind of want to keep my month open for whatever I want to read. I don't want to be pressured by what I said in my TBR video, so I just got a couple things to show you guys that I know I'm definitely going to be reading. The first one is Captivated by You by Sylvia Day. I have already started this. I'm only a couple chapters in, but I'm really enjoying it. This is the 4th book in the Crossfire series, and it's one of my all-time favorite series. I know I used to talk about it all the time a really long, like a year ago when I read the first 3 books in the series, and this one just recently dropped, so I'm really enjoying getting back into this life, this little world, but I'm kind of confused because I haven't read the other 3 books in about a year, so I'm kind of slowly getting into this one just as I'm kind of remembering everything that's going on, you know what I mean? So it's kind of taken a little bit of time, but I'm really excited to get into this more. The next book that I want to read in February is a book that I have read before, and that is Sweet Thing by Rene Carlino. I really want to reread this book for the month of February because it's very cutesy, very lovey, and Valentine's Day is coming up, as you guys know, so I really wanted to read like a cutesy love romance story, so this is a perfect one. I read this book originally like a year ago or so. Yeah, I really want to read it again. I remember absolutely adoring this book, so I'm very excited to reread it. The next book that I would like to be reading in February is Volition by Lily PARADIS. This is an ARC copy of the book, and it was sent to me by Lily and her team, so thanks very much, guys, if you're watching. I'm so excited to read this book. I've talked about another book by Lily PARADIS called Ignite that was sent to me a while ago, and I read it and enjoyed that book so much, so I'm very excited to see what this book's about. I heard that it's a little bit darker than her past books, so I'm excited to get into it. Really not sure what it's about, but I guess we'll see when I start it. I love going into books not really knowing a lot, but I will have a full review on this book after I'm done reading it and when the book is released, which I can't really remember off the top of my head, but I'll have that right here. When the book is released, you can go pre-order it now. I'll leave a link for you to pre-order in the description if you're interested, but yes, I'm very excited to read this book. And the last book that I'm excited to be reading this month is After Ever Happy by Anna Todd, which is the fourth and final book in the After series. It is not out yet. I believe it comes out maybe on like the 22nd or something, so it'll probably be one of the last books that I read in the month, but I'm excited to kind of wrap up the series again, and I might be doing a full series review on After because I've just gotten so many questions about it, so might be doing that, so look out for that if you're interested. But yes, I'm very excited to read that book. So that is basically everything that I want to share with you guys. I would love to hear what you guys read in January, what you enjoyed reading, and something that you're going to be reading in the month of February down below in a comment, and you can leave me recommendations for what you think I should read in February if there's anything that you just think I need to read and get my hands on. So I'd love to hear all of your feedback. Make sure you like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed, because you'll see a bunch of more awesome videos, you know, from me. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you all very, very soon. Bye! Feel like we've been falling down.